If you ever wondered if you could predict the success of your next product launch before you start, pay attention. Because our next speaker, Narek Vardanyan, is the founder and CEO of Prelaunch.com. Prelaunch.com is a platform that helps e-commerce brands gather bulletproof insights from ready-to-buy customers before they launch. Test product market fit, secure pre-orders, validate ideas, and understand your customers' needs better by tapping into real behavioral data and AI-enhanced customer personas. A special thanks to Prelaunch for supporting and helping to organize this summit as our silver sponsor.
Hey everybody, Narek here, founder and CEO of Prelaunch.com. Today we're gonna deep dive into some of the coolest AI features that we've been developing last time and show you how to validate your craziest ideas and bring them to life with the really trusted methodology. Connect with your future customers, talk to them, and basically ask what kind of questions you could ask them in real life, right? So we're developing a lot of interesting things, and this is going to be fun. Very excited to be here. So let's dive right in. All right, so let me make me a little smaller and basically showcase you what is Prelaunch.com and how we are validating the concepts at a very early stage, trying to understand the insights, the potential of the products, and then trying to understand who are the customers and how by talking to them and chatting with them, you can get insights that will be super valuable. All right, so Prelaunch.com is this tool, is this platform that has a really interesting methodology which is based on the real purchase intent of people. So instead of traditional and conventional models which are based on paying people and then asking them what they think about this or that ideas, on Prelaunch we basically flipped it around. Instead of us paying people and then asking what they think, we have people paying themselves small amounts of deposits like $5, $10 or so, and only after we ask them why they did so, right? So what's their motivation, what are their insights, etc., etc. That is very powerful because that helps us to get with real customers who actually have this real buying intent and understand the potential of the product, understand who are the customers, and bunch of cool stuff. So let's see how it works. And you can go to Prelaunch.com and you will see a lot of interesting products, a lot of breakthrough innovations, but also not that much of an innovations, right? So it can also be very regular products. So if you go to these explore product sections, you'll see a lot of interesting products which are presented in here. And those are not really actual products. So those are the concepts which are at different stages of their developments, right? So some of them are in beginning stage, at a very concept stage, so just an idea, and others are at the very last stage, and then they want to test it out with customers to understand their marketing signals, marketing mix, understand their channels, who are the customers, the messaging, etc., etc. So Prelaunch is really great for consumer products, so for e-commerce, like most of the D2C products fall into our category. It can be a pet product, food with great packaging, pet product, as I said, consumer hardware, wearables, a lot of glasses, kid products, toys, etc., etc. So let me give you an example on this kid product, which is a kid smartwatch, and you'll get the idea. So on the first page, we showcase the idea, the high-level concept on what this product is about. So you can build this page easily with AI, very quickly kind of build this by providing a couple of pictures, photos, videos, and you'll have the page ready. So on the first page, we showcase the concept, right? So we showcase what it does, some of the main benefits, and then we have this subscribe to learn more button. So this is really interesting because we're not showcasing an actual price of the product. And then what we do, we drive traffic to this page using Facebook advertising, LinkedIn, or Google, and bringing traffic from some of the best type of customers that you want to test it out, right? So if you're interested in the US market, we would bring very relevant people that you're interested in your product. So if you might spot this ad in your feed and you'll click on it and you'll come to this page And if you're interested to learn more, you put down your email to subscribe. And this is how it starts. Like you put down your email to subscribe to learn more about this product. And this way you provide signals that you're interested in this product on a high level, on the concept. On the second page, we show the price of it. And then we say, if you put down $2 reservation deposit, you'll get this product at $99, right? So you'll get a really good discount. And if you move ahead and put down these $2, and if this product is ever launched in the markets, you're getting a really good discount. If this product is not launched in the markets, you as a customer not losing anything, because in this case, we don't give these small deposits to the brands right away. We keep them in our escrow accounts. So if this product gets canceled, you'll receive a full refund. So it's very safe on the customer side, who whenever they want, they can cancel and they'll receive a full refund. But by providing these $2, they provide the most credible signal that they really want to buy this product. And that's really, really powerful, because that typically beats everything out there, all the classical surveys, focus groups, and all the typical research methods, because that's based on the actual buying intent of people. And whenever somebody's pulling out their credit cards and giving you even $1, that's the best validation ever, right? So then I'll show you what happens. But a really interesting thing we also have in here is this no thank you button. So what happens for those folks who don't want to proceed, they hit this no thank you button, and it opens up survey which prompts users to answer some of the questions like what stopped them from reserving this product. Is it the product availability? Is it the pricing options? Is it the price? The value is not clear, etc., etc. So it's a really interesting survey where we ask a bunch of questions, like open-ended questions, and try to understand what are the factors that are stopping people of moving forward, right? And sometimes even this has even more interesting insights, because you learn the problems, the challenges at a very early stage, right? So nobody is usually talking about this. But in your case, you'll get the exact kind of problems that are hampering your product to get sold. All right, let's move ahead and see the analytics part. So this is the dashboard that creators see. So besides the analytical and statistical data that we have, one of the main values that we have on pre-launch is this benchmarking system. So in a sense, we are comparing thousands of products together and using AI to understand smart categories and smart benchmarks dynamically to give you a guidance on how well you're doing. How well you're doing on your concept side, how well you're doing on your pricing side, what's your pre-launch score, which is an accumulation of 35 different metrics, like anything people do on the website, whether they're second-time visitors, how deeply they scrolled. We capture the data, analyze it, and reflect it in this score. So it's really very powerful. And then it's an iterative process. So rather than just being a binary, whether it works or it's not working type of model, it's more of a how you can iteratively improve this product. Like how you can change the price, change the positioning, come up with different angles, different markets, change a lot of things. And with all these changes, you clearly see how it works, right? So whether you're improving the product or you're making it even worse, and you can see in all these metrics how it goes. It's a very robust analytical platform which takes the data from Facebook, from Google, analyzes it, does some predictive analytics. So in here you can see your cost metrics. Pretty much you can see how much revenue you can get from this or that products, etc., etc. So in this dashboard you see the performance metrics, right? So in here you understand how well your product is performing. But then there's something even more powerful. And this is I like even more, because in here you learn who are your customers and learn who are the people who really want to buy your product and why. So this is how it happens. Whenever somebody is putting down these small deposits, what we do, we pop up a survey and we ask people, why did you reserve this product, right? And this simple question is so powerful, because we see a really high engagement rate, like about 80-90% of people freely come and participate in these surveys basically for free, provide a lot of data. Like in here you can see sometimes they write literally essays in here on how deeply they want to get these products. So what we do, we take this data, analyze it, compare with all the groups, summarize it with the AI, and show you kind of a summary of what they want and what they don't want. right? So it's very powerful analytics, and then what we do, we use AI and machine learning to understand what kind of clusters you have in your audience, right? So we clusterize the audience into different segments, understand what kind of prevailing segments you have, who they are, what kind of use cases they have, what kind of interests they have, what kind of needs they have, pain points they have. And this happens both for the customers side, like people who actually put down these reservation deposits, and also for the subscribers, like people who are interested in your product, but for some reason they didn't end up buying. So in here we can learn about their objections, about their like interest, about the needs, and what kind of combining factors they have with each other, right? So and what kind of prevailing dynamic segments you have in your audience. And a really cool thing that we have is this chat button. So you can basically chat with these customer personas, ask a bunch of questions, and basically talk to your future customers, right? And those personas are trained and learned with the local intelligence of this specific group. So it's not just a general chat type of experience. It's more of a how you can utilize actual answers and then learn something which is more convenient. And then you can get back to the actual answers and see what people actually answered, right? So let me ask a couple of questions. Like in this case, I'm talking to a person which doesn't really want to buy this product. So let me ask, like, what specific features you'd love to see in this product to consider buying it. And you can see it's very specific. Like in this case, it says extended battery life for longer writing sessions, having varied selections of colors or customized aesthetic options could make it more appealing and personalized, right? So in this case, like this person, this persona might be a representative of a designer or somebody who's really valuing also the aesthetics of the product, the color varieties, and it's not just hallucinating, it just because actually people said something like this, right? So with the AI, you're learning it in a much convenient way. Yeah, so that's it. That's all what I wanted to tell today. Hope you like it. And yeah, use prelaunch.com, learn about your future concepts, about your future ideas, and only by validating it with real people and using the full force of AI, by harnessing the maximum from it, you can learn how well you're doing, especially if you're working on something innovative that hasn't been launched in the market yet. That's it. Hope you like it, and talk soon.
Let's give a round of applause for Narek Vardanyan. Thank you for a very insightful presentation, Narek.